Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Victoria. This is Radiant Moon Tarot. We are doing your December 2023 money and career reading for all Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to you. If you're returning, welcome back. Always grateful for every single one of you. Let's get into December and see what we got coming out for your money. We're going to start out flipping out of the deck here for you is Healer of the Ages. Now, this can be really wonderful, really positive for you in regards to your money. This shows that things are on the mend. So if you've been through some ups and downs here and there along the last little while, this is really a great positive energy for your future. Healing your spending, healing your bank account. Perhaps there's something here where you're just feeling as though you're getting back on track. The Healer of the Ages can show that maybe you have recognized where you're bleeding money unnecessarily. This can be you turning over a new leaf, creating new, healthier spending habits. This can also be something in your workplace if things have been kind of toxic, if things have been a little turbulent. This shows a significant turning point for you. But this also puts the power in your hands. It's not just, sitting back and waiting for things to just get better in your world around you. This is you taking an active approach to make your situation better or to mediate something that's gone a little bit sideways, okay? Or to take some bold steps forward and open new doors for yourself. The power is within, the power is in your hands, and it's a wonderful energy. Sometimes we forget exactly how much control that we may have over a situation, right? So this is not the time to sit back and let life pass you by. This is a time to take an active approach at your money, at making some career moves or making some changes that are going to bring you a little bit more balance in your life, some peace, happiness, and harmony, and maybe even some fulfillment. Victory is yours for the taking. Right here, we do have the victory card. So this is awesome. Number one, this can just be a sense of, I think I'm getting on the right track. I think things are getting better. I'm feeling a sigh of relief. I've paid off some bills, or I've made some changes to how we distribute the family funds, that kind of thing. So you could be feeling really good. This can also be getting what you want, getting what you've worked so hard for. You may be in a position where you can get a bonus or a raise. This can be something new, a new job. This can be where you've been saving up for something, and now here is your time to purchase what it is you want. Maybe something that gives you a little bit more security, like your own house. This can be if you're going for any kind of loan, like a business loan or anything like that, right? This is a big old yes card for you. So whatever your situation is, yes, 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 yes. All right, so be open, okay? Be open to change. Be open to doing something a little bit different, but also give yourself a pat on your back for all of your accomplishments. Because when we do recognize what we have accomplished on our own, this actually really does boost our confidence and really, kind of projects that outwardly. And of course, the energy we project outwardly is what comes back to us, right? Like attracts like. Whatever your situation is, this is a wonderful, wonderful sign. Things getting better. Now, of course, we are in December, and there's a lot of celebrations in December, right? We've got a lot of family get-togethers. We've got, a lot of year-end celebrations, right? We've got Christmas and Hanukkah and New Year's and whatever else it is that you celebrate in your family, in your culture, in your traditions. And quite often, these do cost a little bit of money, but quite often it's money well spent. So you could be in a situation here where maybe you've got, get everyone together in your family, and perhaps you are looking at things and going, you know what, if the last few years has taught us anything, is that money isn't everything, is that gifts aren't everything, and it's this togetherness. So you might, in conjunction with other people, be finding ways to stretch your dollar and make things go a little bit further. And this can really put everyone in a driver's seat and make everyone feel good. But I do think if there's something that you want, you just might be in a position to receive it. Well, we've got the Ace of Good Cheer coming out here as your overall energy. I'm just going to pull the rest of your cards and I'll let you know what everything else means. We've got the Eight of Good Cheer, This is the Yuletide Tarot, by the way, so it's a little bit different, some of the naming of the cards. We've got Matrona there, and that would actually equate back to the Empress card. And we've got the Seven of Good Cheer coming in here. So just be a little bit cautious about overindulging, just like our little Knight of Good Cheer on the back of the deck. So the Knight of Good Cheer on the back of the deck is an offer, an opportunity, something coming your way, or opening the doors for making those financial or those career improvements that you've been wanting. This can represent that there is something coming towards you. Someone has a gift, an offer, an opportunity, whatever that happens to be. And this is something that you might have your heart set on, or something that can bring you a little bit more happiness and joy in your life, and maybe even make something a little bit easier. This can be your energy as well, opening up, really getting in touch with your feelings, and maybe following your heart. What do you have your heart set on? What it is that you truly want, truly desire. You have the ability to create that environment, to create that life that you want, and to be successful at it. The Knights are always on a quest, so this can be a little bit of encouragement to get going, to get moving, to put one foot in front of the other and get started. So whether this is you putting yourself out there or something coming towards you, it is a really positive energy. Some of you could also have a very helpful person that is around you, and this can be someone who is opening their heart. They're very generous, so you might get some gifts or opportunities at this time from this person. This can be someone that you're healing something with here as well, and this can really kind of change maybe your outlook or your perspective on where you currently work or what your plans are for the future. But the Ace of Good Cheers, the Ace of Cups energy, we love having this energy here. It can certainly represent that there's new things, new beginnings, or improvements manifesting in your life. Aces always do bring a little bit of luck. They're gifts from the universe, and they are quite often a result of your manifestation. So this is the Ace of Cups energy. This is peace. This is bringing in a healing energy. Wonderful, with the Healer of the Ages coming in here. For some of you, you might actually have a career path opening up. You might have that healing energy flowing through you. Now, the healing energy, it might be spiritual, so maybe you've got some gifts as like an energy worker, things like that. But it can also be something physical. So, a massage therapist, a nurse, a doctor. You could also be really good with matters of the mind, right? So you could be like a counselor or something, maybe something that helps other people in some way. You could be a career counselor, for all that matters, right? To help other people get back on track, especially if you've been really successful in your past and in your career path. And sometimes we give back to others, especially at this time of year, and this can be really wonderful. But the Ace of Cups is like your cup overflowing, your heart overflowing with joy, with happiness, with excitement. So whether it's something new coming in here for you or something improving in your life, it's really good vibes all around. But in order to hold on to the new, or in order to take something up to the next level, with the Eight of Good Cheer, you might have to say no to something. You might need to walk away. This is the Eight of Cups energy. All right. And, this person on this card, there's 8 cups. They're filled with all kinds of wonderful things, but it's just not fulfilling anymore. It's just not working anymore. So, part of the challenge can be taking that next step forward, right? It's like, well, things aren't necessarily horrible where I am right now or what I'm doing right now. And yeah, I long for something a little bit better, but I'm kind of, a little bit waffling on this, because this is a challenging energy, but it can be one of detachment and walking away. And sometimes to take something to that next level, we do have to be willing to turn our back on something, to say no to something, to walk away from something here. And that's not always an easy thing to do, especially if there's some emotional entanglements there, right? And sometimes, we might be in a workplace and maybe we're not making the money that we want, or we don't like our boss, but maybe we like the people that we work with, or we like the work that we do. And it can be hard to move away from that because the future is uncertain. We don't know what the future holds. And if I make a change, what's going to happen if I go somewhere new and I don't like it, right? Or I don't like the people. So sometimes it's a little bit of a tug of war. as to what we really want. And it can take a while to, to make some changes or to let go of something, whether it's an environment, whether it's a position, whether it's, spending habits, right? Things like that. It can be a little bit of a challenge, but it's not insurmountable. This is something that you can overcome and that you may just need to really believe in yourself here, because you do have abundance and blessings that are coming in this month, right? So, but sometimes we need to just revive or realign with where we want to go and what we want to do. So this can represent that, yes, in order to bring in the new Ace of Good Cheer, you do need to walk away and let something go. But this can also represent that you're right on the cusp of having your wishes and dreams fulfilled, and you might just need to have a little bit of a push forward, okay? And you might need to also just be a little bit patient or a little bit open-hearted, open-minded there with that, because the next card after the Eight of Good Cheer is the Nine of Good Cheer, which is the Nine of Cups, which is your goal attainment, your wish fulfillment, right? But in order to get there, we may need to get a little creative, or just like the Knight of Good Cheer at the back of the deck there, right? This underlying energy of I need to do something, I need to move forward, I need to take action and initiative in order to get myself to where I want to go, or I need to accept some help that may be offered for me. So you might be in a little bit of a conundrum there, but you are on the cusp of a little bit of something better there for you, okay? So just a little bit of a turning point there for you. But your one and only major arcana coming in here for your month ahead is the Matrona energy, which is the Empress card. This is beautiful here, Virgo. The Empress does bring in fertility and growth, new beginnings, starting something new. This brings you the ability here to find your blessings and abundance in your life, right? It does bring in you the resources that you need. It's a very grounded, very down-to-earth energy, ruled by Venus, right? Venus is a wonderful planet, especially in the upright there with the Empress card, and this is your blessings. So this can be a time of harvest where things come to fruition for you. For others of you, this is a time for a fresh start, a new beginning, turn over that new leaf. And again, it doesn't have to be something massive. Quite often, the small things, the little things are actually what add up over time into something big. We always think quite often in our existence is because things are very loud in the outside world, right? Social media, everything's bright and shiny, right? All that kind of stuff. And the thing is it's those little tiny pebbles that we accumulate and that we build upon through life that eventually build that entire pathway, that entire walkway. So, so all those little baby steps that you've been taking, this can be a time where they do pay off for you, or just take those little steps forward, right? And you can really get something going, get something moving and shaking, because there's something that you're imagining, something that you're dreaming about here. And again, this is a time of growth, of new beginnings, time to really reap what you sow and get what it is that you're looking for. But we do have the Seven of Good Cheer here as well, and this is the Seven of Cups energy. Now, this is your advice from Spirit. What are you imagining? What are you dreaming about? What do you envision for yourself for the future? What do you want to create? Because the Seven of Good Cheer can really represent those dreams that we have, those visions that we have. And so you're being very encouraged to think about what that means to you. Are you on a quest for money? Great, as long as you know what that is. Are you on the quest for just, wanting some stability and security in your life, not wanting to worry about your money, about your resources, but you also really want to enjoy life and love what it is that you do, or love your environment, your surroundings? And whatever your situation is, you have the opportunity, the ability here, those doors opening up for you to really turn that vision, that dream that you have into reality here. This can also represent that there might be a little bit of doubt or confusion. Sometimes when we get the Seven of Good Cheer, we've got a lot of options, we've got a lot of opportunities, we've got a lot of different pathways that we can go, we've got a lot of different actions that we can take. And what happens is we sometimes just get a little bit confused, right? All of these ideas and things, they swirl around in our head like swirly twirly little gumdrops, and we get paralyzed, right? Paralyzed with fear, or paralyzed with I just don't know. I feel overwhelmed. I just, because sometimes if we have too many options and too many decisions to make, we can get that analysis paralysis. So sometimes here with the Seven of Good Cheer, Spirit is reminding you here in this energy that if you are feeling confused, overwhelmed, you're uncertain, you don't know what it is you want, or you don't know if something is the right choice for you, take a step back. Take a step back. Go connect with nature, right? The Empress card there is very connected with Mother Earth. Connect with nature. Go for a walk outside. Center and ground your energy. Find a quiet space for yourself, and just be open and just allow some energy to flow, because we do get clarity when we're in that kind of energy, right? This is where our intuition can really shine for us, right? Because that Ace of Good Cheer, right? Your intuition is very highlighted here with this one, right? Your spiritual side. And we need to remember to listen to our intuition. We are taught to overthink, overanalyze, and, really put things in a logical perspective, but it's not always the right way, right? We do have that instinct. We do have that intuitive side of us, right? And it's never wrong. But we do second guess it, and we do question it, and we do doubt it sometimes, because it defies logic most of the time. So take that step back and really connect with your energy, and you will figure out what is right for you. Where do you feel is right? Where do you sense red flags? Pay attention to those energies, because they're steering you down the right garden path. They're steering you in that direction that you want. So some beautiful energies coming in here for you so far. We've got Crossroad coming in there for you. Not surprised. We've got the garden. You're looking, going down that garden path. We've got the birds. And we've got the cross coming in there, and we also have the rider. Well, would you look at that? So it can be really overwhelming trying to make a decision, trying to figure out what direction that you want to go in, what direction you want to take something. The crossroads can certainly show that you have an opportunity to go in a different way, to do something a little bit differently, to take a little bit of a detour perhaps, or even get yourself back on track. So, but this is a little bit of a conundrum. Which way do I go? Do I go left? Do I go right? Is there a hidden option there? So so here is the time to really kind of divide to conquer, divide something up there, or to choose what path that you are wanting to head in. The crossroads can represent splitting something in two, right? And so, sometimes if we've got a big goal, we've got a big dream, we've got to divide our dream into smaller bite-sized pieces, right? Because let's say you're, I want to buy a house, and this house is $100,000, and it's like, oh my God, I've got to have a down payment of this much money, and it feels overwhelming because it's a lot of money. But if you set those little small goals for yourself, right? I'm going to save $50 a paycheck. I'm going to save $100 a paycheck, right? And, you put some money aside, and that way you're cutting that goal down into smaller pieces. And then eventually you turn around and it's like, oh, wow, look at what I've got. This is absolutely awesome. So cut down those big goals into those small little wins, because what happens is, again, those little wins is the building blocks of your confidence and of your victory, of your success. So you might need to really split something there. But you could also be dividing your finances with a person here as well, because we do have a lot of emotions coming through your reading, but we also have possibly a couple of people here as well. And this can be where, if you do share finances with somebody else, this can be where you're reassessing, reevaluating what kind of responsibilities you each have in regards to your household finances. And the crossroads here can represent that you need to divide something up equally, right? Whatever that equality looks like to you, it looks like something a little different for everybody, right? So divide something up, have a look and see how things are divided divided, how the responsibilities, the fiscal responsibilities are divided. If you're in your workplace, how is your workload divided, right? For some of you, it's not fair, it's lopsided, and this can really be what the catalyst that pushes you out the door. But we do have the garden, and the garden can represent some invitations. It can represent a little bit of social energy here, but it can also represent a little bit of anxiety because we do have the birds here as well. So you could be talking with a public company. You could be talking with, entering into talks with something that maybe gives you a little bit more interaction with people if you're looking for a career change. But this can also represent that maybe something where you are right now, there's people around and, yeah, you might be kind of comfortable in your surroundings, but there is like a lot of chit chat, a lot of gossip, right? The birds can bring about some gossip, some anxieties, can also bring about a very busy energy, right? So it's going to be a very busy time for some of you, especially when we do have the cross here as well. It can bring stress and burdens, a heavy workload, that kind of thing, but it can also bring your belief systems into the mix as well. So for some of you here, you are starting to put yourself out there. You're starting to have a look and see what opportunities are around, and really seeing the potential to expand your horizons. The rider can bring in some wonderful news, some really good opportunities here for you. The rider can bring in some news, some correspondence, some communication that is related to your goals, your wishes, and your dreams. So you might get some really great news here for yourself once you make a decision or once you put yourself out there. And this can be really positive for you. So get excited. The rider is related to the 9 of Hearts. And in French cartomancy, this is your wishes and goals coming true, kind of like the 9 of Cups. So there's something positive on the horizon or something that you may discover in the month ahead for yourself here. Now, the rider can also represent, first you start here with the crossroads energy, trying to figure things out, trying to make a decision, and then boom, the rider, here you go. You're making some moves, you're moving forward. All right. So whatever that looks like to you, for some of you, it's a change in where you are working. For some of you, it's a change in your money. For some of you, it's really just, accepting a gift or accepting an opportunity and rolling with it. Whatever it happens to be, super positive energy there for you guys. So we like that. We want to embrace the new. We want to embrace the possibilities, and we really want to look forward, right? We're moving forward, whatever that looks like. So let's get a couple more cards and see. Whoa, that's a lot of cards. We won't do that. Let's see what else we've got coming out here for you. Thank you very much. All right, so we have released resentments around money. Okay, we do have a releasing energy that's coming in here. Yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding resentments about finances just pushes your abundance away. Instead, see money as a tool you can use to better the world, and this shift will help you attract support and golden opportunities. We also have successful funding, excellent energy right there. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God, Spirit, the universe that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. Get creative, get inventive, right? You got a vision, a goal, a dream, 7 of Cups, right? How does that look what does that look like to you, right? There's help, there's resources, there's opportunities. Remember, we've got the Empress coming in there for you. Very, very helpful energy. And that is your blessings, right? Is finding the resources that you want, that you need, in whatever aspect is going on in your world right now. So this can be a wonderful, wonderful gift for you. I'm going to leave that there for you folks. I hope there was something here that resonated on some level. If there was, please do press like on this video. It does help me know that you resonate with the reading, but it lets YouTube know the same thing. So it shows it to more people. It's all about the algorithm, right? But if you do enjoy my readings, please do consider hitting that subscribe button as well. I thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful month ahead, and I will see you guys later. Bye.